Welcome to this instructional video on installing the Arnott front air struts for the Mercedes-Benz GL GLS class X166 without ADS. We'll guide you through the process to ensure a smooth and safe installation experience. Before starting, ensure you have the necessary safety measures in place, which can be found in the vehicle owner's manual. Lift and immobilize the vehicle properly and isolate any stored energy to prevent injuries or damage. The product shown in this installation video may look different than the part you're installing. The installation steps are the same, unless otherwise noted, and all notices and warnings should be adhered to in the same manner. Start by setting the steering to straight ahead. Now raise the vehicle and remove the applicable front wheel. Remove the engine bay trim panel to access the top of the air strut. Continue by removing the airline fitting and the 3 top mount nuts. Disconnect the steering knuckle joint. Disconnect the sway bar linkage and remove it. Now, disconnect the air strut solenoid wire. Then remove the wire guide and unroute the brake lines. Next up is to remove the lower strut mount nut but leave the bolt in place. Then remove the axle nut. Support the lower control arm for the remainder of the removal and installation process to prevent damage to the suspension components. Disconnect the upper control arm ball joint from the spindle. Separate the axle from the front wheel bearing and remove the bottom strut mount bolt. The last step in the removal process is to pull out the axle and remove the old air strut from the vehicle. Start by installing the VOS fitting from the provided accessory kit onto the new Arnott air strut and snug it tight with a wrench. Then remove the shipping pin. Now, remove the existing airline fitting from the air hose and discard it. To do this, remove the collet and the remaining fitting will slide off the air hose. Install the new Arnott air strut and guide the axle back into place. Install the top mount nuts loosely to hold the strut in place if necessary. Make sure to tighten all nuts and bolts to the vehicle manufacturer's specifications during the installation process. Reinstall the axle into the front wheel bearing and reinstall the spindle assembly. Then reinstall the bottom strut mount bolt and nut and tighten it to the manufacturer's specifications. For the next installation step, reinstall the wire guide and reroute all lines, including brakes. Connect the strut solenoid wire. Please note that the wire guide may not sit perfectly on the shock body. Use zip ties as needed to secure the wire guide to the shock. Now reinstall the sway bar linkage. Continue by reinstalling the steering knuckle joint and axle nut. Then reinstall the 3 top mounting nuts and connect the airline to the strut air fitting. Push it in until the line is firmly seated. Then finalize the installation by reinstalling the engine bay trim and front wheel. Lower the vehicle and you've completed the installation. Thank you for following our guide on replacing the Mercedes-Benz air struts with new Arnott air struts. Proper installation ensures the longevity and performance of your vehicle's suspension system. Stay safe and happy repairing.